Hello, Jimmy here at O'Reilly's. I have something a little bit different here than my normal things that I do or items that I show, but it is something that I use almost every day to make my videos and to do my work basically. So this is a smartphone. It's from Doogee. This is a V30Pro. I'm going to open it up and have a look at it. So the first thing to point out with this phone is it's got a 512GB memory on it, 12GB RAM that you can upgrade to 32GB. Okay, inside the case here, the box, we have, this is the phone. You can see this is the camera on the back. Now, of course, it's got a little bit of marking on it. I've been using it at work for the past month, just to get a feel for the phone really. What I can say is it's slightly thicker than your average phone because the battery is quite large. So on the side here, it has got a fingerprint button on the side. If we go in and have a look at the camera settings on it, so you've got your standard picture setting, or you can switch it to a 200 megapixel camera. So I think what the main benefits of a 200 megapixel camera would be if you were going to use it to zoom in. So if we take a picture of that. Now if we use the camera to zoom in, you can just show how far in you can actually zoom. So probably best if I take something a little bit farther away. So if we try to zoom into the oil drum that I taken a picture of out the window there, you can see it's got the ability to zoom after you've taken the picture directly into it. So this camera's also got a super night mode for night. It's got night vision, which is going to be difficult for me to show you right now, but it's a black and white night vision camera basically. And if we look on the phone settings here, you've got the option for 4K, 1080p, 720p and 480p. So if I just have a look on the Doogee website here, this is where it comes from. It was just released basically 1st of November, so it's a new release phone. King of the night, it's regarding to the camera. And here we have some of the features of the phone here. So you can see there it is, the specs for the camera. 512GB ROM, 32GB RAM, it's a 12GB plus up to 20GB extended. 6.58 screen, Waterdrop screen, 10,800 milliamp large battery. So that's why the phone is slightly thicker than your average phone, because it's got quite a large battery on it. One of the main things there is it's Android 13. And more information there is 10,800 milliamp with a 33 watt fast charger, 7050 Octa core, 2.6 gigahertz. And there is the dimensions of the phone that I didn't have, so I knew someone was going to ask that question, so I'm glad I found that for you. Just go down through the website here again, a lot more information on here, some stuff that I might miss out. Phones are not my special area, so I'm not what you'd regard a tech person, so a lot of the information that you might see on here would give you a lot more information than I'm going to tell you. But what I can say is I can use this phone. The main point for me using this phone is, I mean, the time now is 12 o'clock, and if you can see there, we still have 97% of our battery since 8 AM this morning. I can get 2 to 3 days heavy usage out of this phone. That's using my hotspot, using the camera, and using all of the apps most of the day on it. So for me, I was trying to look for a tough phone and look for a phone that's got a large battery that will last me the day without having to carry a charger around with me. So there's just some more of the information. Side fingerprint recognition. It's got the NFC, so you can tap your Google Pay cards and stuff on it. 4K videos. Super night mode. Just all of the information that we already went through there. So that's the screen, Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Now, obviously, I don't want to do too much testing against the screen, but I'm hoping that it's going to be strong enough to defend against drops, as what it says here. Standby, it says on here, will get you 42 days and 4 to 6 days of normal use. Like I said, I can get 3 days use out of this phone, and I'm not a light user, so it is a very, very good battery. But of course the downside to that is the phone is slightly thicker than your average phone and heavier as well. Dual SIM card support, dual channel positioning, just some of the reviews on the phone there itself. Of course, they've got different models as well. So here's how my storage looks so far. Now you can see on this phone I've got a lot of storage left to use on it. Of course, again, for me, and I think most people these days, is a big part of using any phone is how much memory it's got. Most phones at this sort of price range, when you get up to sort of halfway on the memory, which would be probably half of what this has got, the phone does considerably slow down. Now this phone doesn't act slow at all. I've used it for the past month. There's no freezing, no, it doesn't crash. The memory doesn't slow down because of the size of the RAM and the size of the memory on it. So that is the Doogee V30 Pro. I do recommend the phone, to be honest. Now, obviously, like I said, it is quite heavy, so if you're used to a normal slim phone, it is going to be quite heavier than you're normally used to. But again, if you're looking for a tough phone, that's something that's going to come with the package. And of course, they do smaller, lighter versions, but that is the one that I went for, the Doogee V30 Pro. Might even get a new one in the future, and we'll go through that. The only thing I can't show you right now, I might add it to the video later, or maybe make a second video, is the night vision. If anyone's interested in seeing that, I'll try and make a video when it turns night, and I'll add that at a later date. So I'll add the link where you can get this phone, in the video description, and see you on the next video.